The foundation, Be the Exception Counseling Foundation, will be launched officially on Friday, July 23rd in Middle Farms, Limbe. Like you rightly said, we are open to all Cameroonians and all African countries. What we'll be doing is we'll be offering counseling services that talks about and helps people to deal and cope with drug and alcohol abuse or substance use, mental health like depression, anxiety.
Thank you all for joining us on another episode of Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat, where we give the opportunity for entrepreneurs to talk about themselves. Right here with me, we have Therese. Therese, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Ivan, for having me on this show again. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Therese, full F-U-H. I am a therapist. I live in Austin, Texas. I run a private practice here in Austin, Texas, and I'm about to go to Cameroon to open a foundation in Middle Farms, Limbe, for counseling.
Oh, that is really great. And today we are going to be talking about, your mission to Cameroon and a lot of vital information that I think will be useful for people in Limbe and other part of Cameroon who would like to know about your, services.
Yes.
But what inspired you to, start your foundation and, want to launch it in Limbe?
Well, I went to Cameroon in 2016, stayed there for almost 3 weeks, and I provided volunteer and free counseling services for students and their families for substance use or drug and alcohol abuse and mental health problems. And so most of them were very, they came from low-income homes, and they could not afford counseling services. And most of them did not know what to do and how to stop substance use or how to cope with mental health issues or cope with aggression in schools, the violence. And then when I came back all through those years, I've had people from Cameroon reach out to me, and we conduct, virtual sessions. And so I decided that enough is enough. I will go back home and I will launch a foundation. That way we can offer counseling services in different treatment approaches and hire a staff to help everybody.
Wow, this is really beautiful. I love what you're doing, and I'm really happy that, you're helping so many people out there just by going to Cameroon. But can you tell us a little bit about your trip to Cameroon? When will you be going, and what activities will you have when you go?
Sure. I leave next Saturday, July 10th. Arrive Cameroon July 11th. The foundation, Be the Exception Counseling Foundation, will be launched officially on Friday, July 23rd in Middle Farms, Limbe. Like you rightly said, we are open to all Cameroonians and all African countries. What we'll be doing is we'll be offering counseling services that talks about and helps people to deal and cope with drug and alcohol abuse or substance use, mental health like depression, anxiety. We will give you tools and coping strategies to cope with that. Anger management, because some people do suffer from anger issues. We will also be working with teachers in schools to tackle student violence and aggression, right? Because we have that problem. And just emotional counseling, trauma and crisis, especially for our internally displaced persons in Cameroon who have gone through rape and things like that. So crisis and trauma counseling. For those who cannot cope with grief and loss, we are open, to help you resolve grief, resolve loss of a loved one or of a family or whatever you're going through. So we have counselors in staff to help you with that.
Wow, that's amazing. And what are the modalities? Take, for example, someone like me want to come and benefit from this counseling. Is it going to be costly for me? And do I need to come to Limbe, to your facilities? How does it work?
So we have what I have set up with, of course, there's going to be a fee for the services, right? Mm-hmm. However, we will also have people who are donating. We have people who are on board with me to donate money, and I have also put a lot of my own money in this. And so basically, if you cannot afford, and we truly do our investigations or research and realize that you cannot afford treatment, you will have either a full scholarship or a part scholarship. So those donations will come in to support you. And then for those that can pay after our research, of course, you're going to pay the full fees for the services that you receive from us.
Oh,
And it's
that's
an
nice.
eye-opening meeting. Yes, sir.
So, but I have this question I wish to ask you. A lot of people back home are not accustomed to, you know, counseling or going to a therapist. How do you plan to tackle that?
Well, the good news is that since I went in 2016, I've realized that, and 2017, I realized that there are a lot of people back home now who are actually going for counseling privately because they're trying to keep it a secret. So it has improved. And then on Facebook too, we have other counselors and coaches in Cameroon who have also started talking about mental health freely. The other day, just 2 weeks ago, we had a musician, an artist, come online and talk about his depression. The other day we had, last year we had a female artist too in Cameroon who came up and talked about substance use and her depression, and even talked about her, you know, trauma that she received from a violent incident in her life. So because of that, we are having people who are now at least trying to be more vocal and open about it's okay to receive counseling and it's okay to ask for help because we are confidential, we respect your privacy. So nobody's going to know you're coming in and out of our facility. That's why I located and opened the foundation in a very remote area in Middle Farms to keep that confidentiality as well.
Oh, that's amazing what you're doing. I mean, having a location there. So this means like your location is going to be there permanently, even when you travel back to the US.
Yes, sir. I have 7 people in my employment. We have 3 counselors who have been well trained. They have been working in Cameroon, and I also have been training them since January. We meet 3 times a week online. So everybody is ready to go. We have an administrative assistant. We have an office manager, a human resource manager. So we keep this, we're going to be very professional, non-judgmental, and very respectful.
Nice. So, but we have, we attribute a lot of mental health issue back home to witchcraft and different things like that. I wish to find out if you're going to be organizing workshop, you know, seminars that can help sensitize people about, you know, mental health crisis.
Yes, thank you for that question. So on top of the counseling services that we offer for the different services we provide 12 different services. We will also conduct workshops starting from, because we're launching officially July 23rd. So we will start officially July 26th with a workshop. That workshop will be twofold. The first fold will be for students who want to at least learn the strategies and learn about thought processes, why people think that way, why people act that way, and learn about the disease itself, right? Like, what is drug and alcohol abuse? How can I stop it? Why do I think this way? What do I do? So we'll have workshops to train students to help their friends who are abusing in schools. And we'll also have workshops to train students to deal with their frustrations and their feelings. And we'll now have workshops to help people understand that this is not witchcraft. This is not poisoning. That somebody poisons you so that they hate you. You know, somebody is having maybe a breakdown because that person is having an erratic behavior caused by psychosis. It's very different, you know. So people need to be educated on that. So we'll be running 30-day workshops, 2-week workshops, 3-month workshops, 2-day workshops to tackle that while offering counseling services that will have a breakdown of fees and packages of what you want.
I'm really proud of you, you know, for taking this initiative. You know, we've talked about the foundation and your mission to Limbe, Cameroon, and I'm sure so many people would like to learn about your journey as a therapist or an entrepreneur. So you're a mom, you're studying PhD, and you've been practicing for so many years now. That is, you've been a therapist for so many years now. And then now you're going to Cameroon to start another initiative. How do you manage all that?
Mr. Ivan, time management. I have to really break down my time. I start my day at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at 3. Yes, you're right. I am a mother of 2. I am married. I am a PhD student, almost about to finish, and I run a private practice here in America and now foundation. So I will say it's just time management, effective time management. What do you do with your time? But also learning how to set time for self-care, right? For taking care of you, because that's important. So I just basically break down my day and my week every single time, every Sunday, and I just plan out what I want to do for the rest of that week.
Amazing. That is really, really great. So let's talk about, advice. I know sometimes we get advice from so many people. What's the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
The best piece of advice I have received, actually, back in my days, years ago, maybe 12 years ago, actually in 2005, when I was working in Cameroon as a HIV/AIDS STI counselor, was that it's not about the money. As long as you're able to touch people and help people in their lives and deal with things and cope with things and heal from different things, that is what is key. It's not about money. And that's why the foundation will offer those services and scholarships from generous donors. I mean, everything counts to help those who cannot pay but need these counseling services.
And on the flip side, what is the worst piece of advice you've ever received?
3 months ago, when I told a few people that I was going to open a foundation in Cameroon, they said to me, "You're not going to succeed because people in Cameroon are too stereotyped. They don't like those kind of things. They won't change. Just leave them. And you're going to waste so much money and you will end up broke and desperate."
Wow. And how do you plan to counteract that? Because it's definitely going to be a challenge.
I have a well-trained team of passionate people who love what they do. I have family members who are supporting this. I have my husband and my children, and I have God. God is the first. And I have the belief system. When I started in America years ago, in 2016 with my private practice, people told me the same thing. I am African descent, I will not succeed. And today, I have people trickling in my door, calling me, begging me if I have time to see them from all nationalities, races, and countries.
Wow, I like that. You are a go-getter, and just keep on doing what you're doing, because nothing good comes easy, and people will always discourage you. Not that they mean you anything bad, but it's because of their own fear, because they can't do it and they are projecting their image on you. So keep going. So what do you want people to know about you, Therese?
I really don't know. I've never been asked this question, Mr. Ivan.
Just one most impactful thing that you want people to know about you.
I'm strict, but I'm also loving and kind, and I'm firm, but I'm fair. I love to help people. My mother, my late mother, bless her heart, helped a lot of people. And so it is my dream and passion to make sure that Cameroon finally gets help with their mental health, their aggression in schools, their substance use problems, the sorrow in their hearts, the grief and loss that they go through, and the suffering, the pain. I'm here to listen, and I'm here to help. No matter what it takes, I'll find solutions for you.
Brilliant. So before we go, right, what would you like people in Limbe and in Cameroon to know about, your foundation and your mission to Limbe?
We are professional, non-judgmental, very ethical. We have all treatment approaches. We have well-trained staff who are educated, and I am also licensed and have been practicing for years. So you are coming in with a place that is top-notch, quality service, and will give you everything that you need. So of course the fees will be there, but like I said, will be affordable than other places in Douala or Yaoundé or Buea. And also we'll have hopefully donations pouring in to help those who cannot afford. So don't be shy just because you don't have money. Come and let's talk, and we'll come up with a plan.
Excellent. So guys, please, Be the Exception Foundation will be in Cameroon. And when is that again?
Be the Exception Counseling Foundation is officially launching on July 23rd, Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mafani Quarter, Middle Farms, Limbe.
Wow. And where can people get more information about Be the Exception Foundation?
I have a website. It's called betheexceptionfoundation.org. Also, we are on Facebook. We are on Facebook, the address is on Facebook, phone numbers on Facebook, pictures and things like that. And then also newspapers have been announcing for us. We'll have several TV interviews and banners flying. Next week, we are going to be putting up the banners in Limbe.
Wow, I wish you all the best. You know, it's going to be hectic, but I know God that gave you this plan will guide you all the way through. Thanks so much again for joining us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan, for always having me. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
We are always happy to help and to share the works. And thank you all for watching. Jan Berry Ann and Miss Red Jack said you are one of the best you're one of the best therapists. I think she said something like that. And yeah, we got quite a good number of people that gave like very good comments and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Oh, right, Miss Red Jack said you're a great clinician. Right, that's I found it. So thank you all for the positive comments. Thank you all for watching. Please continue to support businesses in our community and look out for the edited version of this interview on our YouTube, Iwing Marketplace, and help us share this information to family members and friends who might need it. We have to help each other by sharing information. Thank you all, and thank you, Therese, again.
Thank you, Mr. Ivan.
You're welcome. We are out.